former owners of AGB, which used to be our other business, Always Get Baskets. We did baskets and and natural products with that. And the only reason why we started with natural products is because um, my wife was allergic to a lot of things, and we switched that into making our own product, which my second oldest was like, you need to make your own products, Dad. And I was like, nah, we're not gonna make our own products. What we're gonna do is just put this natural stuff in the basket and we're gonna sell it. That's what we're gonna do, son. And my wife was like, that right there doesn't match up with her. It breaks her out of something like that. So we turned around and we started making our own products. Once we started learning the herbs, we started learning the oils, started learning carry oils and stuff like that, which works with what. Did a lot of testing on ourselves, mainly her. And if it works on her, because she's allergic to a lot of things, we normally put it on our table and we rock with it. But if it works for her, we'll do it like for 2 weeks or something like that. I'll work it for like a week. She'll work it for like 2 weeks. If it doesn't break out anything and it shows promise, we'll put it out on our table and we'll work it. So we turned around and we started the other business, Melanated Natural Essentials, because we was making our own products. So it wasn't with just the baskets anymore. So once we did the Melanated Natural Essentials and tried to switch over, we tried to keep AGB because we still had other people that had natural products that we use. So we tried to use that vehicle as other people's natural products and use Melanated Natural Essentials as our product line. That didn't work. A lot of people was confused, so we just killed off AGB, pow, 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 shot them off, and now we got Melanated Natural Essentials. We love Melanated Natural Essentials. So, yeah, that's where we at right now. We do nothing but natural, no dyes, no chemicals. Our soaps don't, no buildup in them and stuff like that, so you be real squeaky clean, especially people with dreadlocks. Yeah. Okay, so the vegan soaps, we don't make the vegan soaps, but he had so many natural vegan soaps, we turned around and was like, well, give us the peppermint, give us the lemongrass, give us the tea tree, because that all works for your skin and stuff like that. But it doesn't work for my wife. And certain females, it doesn't work also. So peppermint, you rub it between your legs and stuff, you start, Okay, so we can't do that. So we got to do stuff that's not going to irritate or, scratch your itch. So what we did now was we used shea butter and chamomile. So the chamomile's for the itching and stuff like that. Shea butter is always good for your skin. That vegan soap. We did another one with cocoa butter and oatmeal. That's good for your skin. And we did a charcoal soap. So those are the 3 soaps that I know women, baby, and men, or anybody with sensitive skin, eczema, psoriasis, dry skin can use all day, every day. Unless some people are allergic to like shea butter. Okay, well then you can use the cocoa butter. You need to detox, use the charcoal soap. So that was a something that we learned in the process of cutting things out because we was doing too much. So we got like 5 or 6 soaps and we're trying to sell 5 or 6 soaps. No, we just need to sell the soaps that's good for the body, good for everyone, not just certain particular people, but good for everybody. So those are the 3 soaps that we chose. We talked about it. We talked about what we wanted in those soaps, and those are the soaps that we sell currently. But we don't make them, but they still natural. We got somebody else to do it for us, and he helps us a lot. So it's all good.
I can speak from experience. With me, basically doing a big chop, my hair was down here before I cut it like 4 years ago. I was getting perms since I was like 8. So I was like, okay, let me try the natural thing and see how it works, because doing so much trial and error, it's very sickening. So when I first went natural, I'm looking at all these different black companies. So reading the labels, I'm like, okay, I know what that is. But then there's some words I can't pronounce. So I'm like, well, let me see what's going to do for my hair. So I tried it. I can't remember what the first one was, and I don't know if we want to name names anyhow. Like, the curls wasn't curling. They were kind of, I don't even know what the word is, but it wasn't doing a curl.
Yeah.
It was like doing a slant. So I'm like, okay, this ain't gonna work. Tried another company, real good company. Their products are actually good, but then using a combination of even their products, that still wasn't good for my hair. I guess because of my texture. And that's another thing with Black people. We all have different types of Black hair. So the company you deal with also makes a difference. Even though you might can see all the natural stuff in it, all those natural things may not work for your texture. So I'm like, okay, well this works, XYZ works. Let me take something from another product that I use, same company, and put it in with this, but make it myself. So I'm like, okay, Damien, let's play around with these couple of things. I want to see how it works.
That's my name now, Damien? I thought it was Babe. Okay.
So that's where Nubian Duo came from. So our Nubian Duo is based off of shea butter. And then we have aloe vera, which aloe vera is good for the hair, good for the skin, good for dry skin especially. Because if you're anything like me in the summer, your hair is extra dry. And my hair is extra thick also. So virgin coconut oil, that's a good one with anybody, babies as well. Babies can use aloe vera too. And then papaya.
Yeah, papayas for like dandruff. It creates volume in the hair and stuff like that. And what was it? The reason why we called it Nubian Duo, we didn't call it Nubian Duo before. We called it Hair and Scalp. But since we switched over and had our own name brand, we started calling it Nubian Duo. And the duo parts is, one is anti-itching, so your hair won't itch, and the other one was there you go. But we was actually looking for something to,
like a leave-in conditioner.
Yeah, a leave-in conditioner. That's why we found this by mistake. So we was looking for a leave-in conditioner that when in the summertime, when she would leave out of work or she's out in the sun all day, her hair doesn't shrivel up. So, and I would tell you about another product we did on that because we used it on her hair and it didn't work as well. But go ahead.
So, I just kind of made my own routine in the shower with our Viceroy, which Damien can get into more about that in a second. So, wash my hair with the Viceroy, and then I also use sea moss, put that on my scalp as well, and then I use our Nubian Duo, basically to get it in my scalp, keep away the dandruff, and then I do this. I twist my hair. It's basically a wash and go type thing.
I like it like that, but I like it when she pulls it out and let it looks totally awesome. I love it.
But my hair is like kind of out to.
So what? It's different. It's different. If she wore glasses like I did, boy, she looked like a librarian or something. Boy, like, librarians is hot. You better stop. So I noticed that in certain ingredients in your food is also a poisoning. The government will find 2 ways of using it. Once they try to find many ways of using something. And you already know they trying to get rid of us. So they just trying to find little by little, and the little stuff that adds up to, oh, you eating this pork chop over here, and you're gonna end up eating this this other food like jelly that has some type of glycerin in it that's not good for you at all. So once you start adding these stuff together, you're not eating well, you start getting sick, you get cancer. This is why the doctors, I'm sorry to jump off, but this is why the doctors sit up there and say, it's hereditary. They'll sit up there and talk to you and say, oh, they want to know, did your father have high blood pressure? Did your mother have it? Is it in your family and stuff? So what I told these doctors way back before is like, you don't need to know about them. This is me right here. Find out what's wrong with me. You don't need to find out what's wrong with my family, because if I'm eating right, then I shouldn't have an issue. This doesn't have anything to do with them. Like my stepfather, he has diabetes. So he lost a leg, he lost some toes, he went blind in the eye. Okay, so if I eat just like him, like I was eating like him, because that's how he raised me. If I keep on eating like him, guess what's gonna happen to me? So that doesn't have nothing to do with him. It has to do with you. So if you want to eat right, consistently eat right. You know, I mean, you can slack back sometimes and stuff, but consistently eat right. You'll probably be on a better path. Your body will tell you if it's wrong, because you'll start. You have eczema. Your body's talking to you. You have dark lines under your eyes. Your body's talking to you. It may not be from eating. It may be you ain't getting enough sleep. You need to sleep. Your body needs the rest. Your body is talking to you. Listen to your body. Your skin is dry. Okay, well, it's probably the product that you're using. Or it could be a combo of both. It's probably the way you eating and the stuff that you're using. Oh, you trying to kill you real quick.
And what people don't understand also sometimes, and that's another reason why it's important to read ingredients, you may be eating correctly, but if you're putting something in your hair, it's still going through your scalp, which is working its way through your body also. So you definitely have to read something. And again, if you can't pronounce it, or if it's even hard for you to pronounce, you need to Google it. So see what it is, see the benefits, see the side effects.
So say like the perm. I saw, and this is why I told her to stop using perms. And we decided together, once I showed her. They was doing autopsies on Black females. They were using perm consistently. When they cracked their skull open, they noticed their skulls were all black. All that chemicals went through the skull to their brain. You be wondering why these females be acting crazy? I'm just saying. It ain't like, you know, off the rip. I mean, men sometimes do have an issue part in that, but I'm saying besides that, besides that, you got perm chemicals going through your scalp and it's turning your skull black. That's an issue. Another thing is aluminum in your deodorant. Aluminum stops you from sweating, but this is where you detox at. This is where you want to sweat.
But you don't want to smell.
Yeah, you don't want to smell. These are two different things. And certain people just don't want to sweat, period. So the aluminum, it keeps you from sweating under your arms. So you're going to sweat more on your forehead and other parts of your body, but you're not going to sweat on your arm like that. So when you're not sweating or detoxing, I say that all the time, you detox. When you sweat, you're detoxing. So if you're not sweating under your arms or detoxing under your arms, guess where all the stuff that's supposed to come out goes from under your arms? It goes to your breasts. Oh, now you got breast cancer. How about that? So you have to find and read your ingredients on what's in the things that you're using on your body and the things that you're putting in your body.
So for birth control, I'm slowly learning, I'm still doing research. That's a gift and a curse. Because it does prevent you from getting pregnant sometimes. But it stops other things from malfunctioning correctly also.
Like what?
So for example, like when we have our cycles every month, we're supposed to have a cycle. Some of the birth controls, you don't have a cycle. If you're not releasing those eggs, they build up in your body also, hence causing fibroids. Fibroids can get as big as grapefruits. I've seen some bigger. I've seen some the size of a baby.
My sister had the size of a football. Remember?
Yes.
Yeah, she had the size of a football.
Those things cause females to be curled up in bed, like they can't walk sometimes, and then that causes fertility issues.
Yeah.
So
if you're young and you're using it and you can't have a baby, that's one of the reasons why.
And I am also in the process of becoming a fertility doula, so I have more information on that for you later. Go. I'll be the only one in Charleston at that.
Hey, go. But we moving to Atlanta, so go.
Yes, as Damien mentioned, as far as detoxing under your arms, females also have to detox their insides. So, thank you. Okay, so that is our Ocean Yoni Naturals. That is Yoni steams that you can use every month, every week, every other week, whatever works for you. You cannot use it when you are on your cycle. You cannot use it if you have an IUD.
Ooh.
So
what's an IUD?
A form of birth control.
Oh, okay.
That's inside your body.
You ever use that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So with this, you boil this in a pot. You get whatever type of seat you want. He actually got me a beach chair, cut out the middle. I put the pot underneath me, wrap myself up, and I just sit there for about an hour. And he'll reheat it when it gets too cool. So basically, this actually detoxes all the extra stuff outside your body, all the extra stuff you don't need. This also helps shrink any fibroids you may have, any cysts, any internal blood from your cycle that may be on your uterine walls. All that needs to be cleaned out.
Tell me which ones we got.
This is actually the Mayo. This is our Mayo, and as I stated before, this is the one for the fibroids. We also have a 7.5. That one is for your pH balance, basically, so you can smell good.
Why we call it 7.5? Alkaline, baby.
Alkaline. That's right. Yeah. So
I came up with that name.
Oh God. And then the other one is So Fresh, So Clean.
Oh, why is it So Fresh, So Clean, baby?
That's basically a natural detox. Like if you don't have thyroid issues or if you don't have any hygiene issues, you just want to cleanse your insides, I would recommend that one.
So Fresh, So Clean, baby.
So.
Right here on melanatednaturalessentials.com. Holla at your boy. Holla at your girl. We up in this Let's get this. Hold on, time out.
So along with that, for your cycle, I highly recommend using the honey pot. Honey pot is natural. It has mint, lavender, aloe.
No chlorine, no
That's
pesticides,
nothing else.
and no fragrances. This is herbal based infused. In the back, her logo, not her logo, but her saying is made by humans with vaginas for humans with vaginas. So we wait for this one. It's like, oh, okay, she must know what she's talking about.
And that's by a Black woman based out of Atlanta. And she also had thyroid issues as well.
Mm-hmm.
She talks about her story on her website. So
yeah, you might want to go on there and check her out because those honey pots are definitely. Tell her what it does with your cramp pains, baby. Yeah, do that.
It highly reduces cramp.
There you go. Didn't we try to switch at one time? What happened, baby?
Yeah, that didn't work.
We didn't have fun. We stayed out for like half the damn day. She's like, "Oh, I'm in pain." I said, "We gotta go home." Yeah, yo, you just messed up my fun today. Like,
yeah, I was done. And it was a natural powder, but it wasn't.
Wasn't that? Yeah.
I tried it, but it was like, oh no.
I said, "Oh, we're not using that one again. You done messed up my fun." Shoot, man.
But been using these for about 2 years now. Any of those pads that you get out of the store, those things, and I'm not joking when I say this, they are made with garbage bags, recycled garbage bags. You can actually pull them apart. You can see the garbage bag material. And those things don't help with cramping at all. They don't help with anything. Like a lot of females, if you have a heavier flow, you run into those things like crazy, within a day. With these, you could probably do 1 or 2, if that. I mean, you're supposed to change them 8 hours anyhow, but if you're like heavy, you can do probably 2, depending on your heaviness, because they capture all that extra moisture. They capture all that, so you're not walking around feeling all icky like you would out of something from the store. So most recently, we came up with basically like a women's empowerment basket. So,
yeah, it is not on sale on the site. You're gonna have to call us for this one, or when we promote it on Facebook or Instagram, you might want to holler at us at that present time, because these are like limited times. We don't sell these. Okay.
So these baskets have the honey pot travel packs. These are basically sample packs. So this one has 2 liners and 1 regular pad. So if you don't want to carry this whole thing with you when you're out and about, you stick this in your purse and you're good to go.
Or if you just want to try it out to see which one works for you, that'll be good, and then you can run off and try to get the one that actually works for you the best.
Right.
This basket right here, this is the So Fresh, So Clean. This is So Fresh, So Clean. We trying to remember with the ribbons. So the white one is So Fresh, So
No,
7.0.
7.5.
7.5?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is 7.5. So this one has the Vice Royal soap that we have. It's good for eczema, psoriasis, dry skin. It's good. It's a body wash and hair. It's for women. It's for babies. It's for anybody with sensitive skin. Then we have the melanin butter in here. This is also for babies, sensitive skin, females when they get out the shower. So what would you say first? To wash up first, then use the Yanni steam, or use the Yanni steam first, then wash up, and then?
That depends on which one you're using. Me personally, I steam first and then I shower. But I would recommend if you're having like the issues with the your hygiene, the 7.5 one, for example, like we have right here, I recommend washing first and then detoxing.
Okay, so this one right here, get that other one, baby. This one right here is a 7.5. This one comes with the travel pack, the 4, and then we have another one that comes with the So Fresh, So Clean. This is just the liners. This is the herbal panty liners. So this is the So Fresh, So Clean. This is the one. It has the same thing. That one has melanin butter with the Vice Royal and stuff like that. So those are the two ones for that. So you got one as a sample that shows you the regular, the super, and then you have one that just has the liner in it. And this one right here, this one is kind of special. It's like this right here, but it's for postpartum.
After you have your baby.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, we don't sell this in the online. This only comes in a basket. So this one also has the Vice Royal. This has the whipped shea butter in here, and it also has. Oh, you can see that one right there has a blindfold and it says offline. Go to sleep, girl. Go to sleep. Also the herbal one in here is the mayo. So the mayo goes with the postpartum pads and stuff like that. And that's what that package represents. You want to tell anything else about the postpartum?
No, it's mainly like Damien stated, it's for after you have your baby, and you know you gotta get all that stuff that's inside there, and you want to clean. So we got the mayo in there that helps with that also. So this also, well, not this, but these herbs as well, depending on which one you're looking for, they can also help with fertility. Because as Damien stated before, there's some women who are struggling with getting pregnant, or some people suffer from a lot of miscarriages. And the doctors will tell you in a minute, oh, you can't have children. No, bro, I can have children. Yeah. You're not gonna tell me that. Yeah. I just gotta do my body right. Yeah. So, highly recommend you steaming and eating right. Cut out the drinking. Cut out the smoking. I know some people say it's hard, but stop eating the meat. You can substitute.
Yeah, you could substitute.
It's a process. I'm not gonna sit here and say you can do it overnight. It is a process.
And when we say substitute, it's not really substitute. It's only substitute because you used to eat meat. God damn it! It's not a substitute. It's how we're supposed to be eating. You just don't know yet.
But you know, as I stated earlier, when I get my certification with the fertility, I can go into more detail about that, because I'll be telling you process on how to take care of your body, what to do, what not to do, things to try out to get your body to where you need it to be. That way you can have a healthy pregnancy and have a healthy baby in the process.
Yeah, healthy baby.
So, and also I want to add, with a lot of these teenage females, sometimes mothers don't teach them because they weren't taught about their personal hygiene and whatnot.
Oh Lord.
So that's definitely something I recommend looking into. Like I said, this young lady, Miss Beatrice, the Honey Pot, she has things on her website. She has stuff that she posts on Instagram throughout the day that gives you health tips about your body and stuff like that. So, and also reach out to us. Look on our website. We have all types of information on there. If you don't know, you know, ask somebody. But definitely our teenage girls, they need to take care of themselves because they're not doing what they need to do. And that's only because of lack of knowledge. So.
Regular yellow shea butter has impurities in it. It maybe that's why some people be like, yo, that shea butter breaks me out. Because there's some impurities in it. Because it's raw shea butter. We use white shea butter. The white shea butter, you have to heat it up, strain it, and then it ends up turning white because you purify it. Still holds the same properties that the yellow is, just that it has less impurities in it. And then the last one would be if you just overcooked it, like just over melted it and overheated it, you would strip all the benefits from the shea butter except for it being smooth. That's it. You basically made it like a lotion or something like that. It's just not going to really have any benefits to it. So, but that's why we chose to.
Yellow has a nut, right?
No. It's the same thing. It's just that with the white one, you there's a process that goes through the white one.
Okay.
The yellow one is what it is. Once you crack that bad boy out the nut, it's yellow off rip. The white one it has less impurities in it, so it has to go through a process. But like I said, if you went too far with that process, you would strip it with all. You couldn't use it. I mean, you can still use it, but it wouldn't do anything for it. It wouldn't have no benefits to it. So that is one of the difference of why we chose to use white shea butter than yellow, because yellow, some people say, oh, I break out from that shea butter. I'm like, well, you have to try the white one. If you could try the white one and then hit me in the head later on and say, oh, I broke out from the shea butter you gave me, then I'll be like, yo, yeah, you're an alien like my wife, and we're gonna have to find something different for you. But what? You are alien. But if you don't, it's because the yellow shea butter has more impurities. Like I said, it's raw shea butter that you just getting it raw and uncut. The white shea butter is not like that, like I said. So that's why we chose to use white shea butter in our products, because we want less impurities in our products. We want the full potential of what we can get out of our products. So we don't use any fragrance oils. So you won't see no Jean Paul or no cool water in our stuff. We don't use fragrance oils. So all we use is carrier oils, natural oils, and essential oils. The carrier oils would be something like jojoba oil, grapeseed oil, aloe vera, and the natural oils would be something like Egyptian musk, nag champa, stuff like that. And then essential oils, of course, is lemongrass, lavender, peppermint, stuff like that. So these are the main ones we use. So if you see any butters, the main butters are probably, except for the beard balm. The beard balm is mixed between shea butter and cocoa butter.
To talk to people who've been natural for some years, preferably, you don't have to talk to somebody that's certified, because even though you might know a lot, you don't necessarily have to have a certification. But I would say talk to an herbalist. That way you can kind of figure out what you're trying to do with your body and the best things to take to start off. It's like when he first went to not eating meat, he had to do a full detox. And he had to do a whole clean out thing, whole system clean out, but he had to replenish all his nutrients also. So you can easily go in the store, get something to clean out, but then you're not replacing the nutrients that you lost.
Mm-hmm.
So mostly an herbalist would know to tell you that and tell you what herbs to take to replace it. Talk to, any females that have gone through, surgeries with like fibroids, or what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know. I'm not a woman. I couldn't tell you.
Shut up.
Okay.
Or, that you've noticed had, like I would say, a weight change with their body, but they didn't do like any type of surgeries. They did it naturally. Like, well, how did you, lose your stomach? Or how did you gain the healthy weight? because it can go either way. Because a lot of people think because you're not eating meat that you're not going to gain weight. Because I used to think that before I knew. I'm like, okay, I got to eat meat to gain weight. I'm like, I'm eating all this meat.
That is a lie. I don't eat meat and I look big as heck.
but that's the crazy thing with me being small. When I stopped eating meat, so like eating healthy, that's when I gained the weight, healthy weight. So, and then you got to work out too. So that comes along with it. It's just basically talking to people that you see are already on their journey that you want to go on also. That's probably the people I would reach out to first. I'm like, okay, well, how'd you do this? How'd you do that? What steps did you take? What suggestions do you have for somebody like me?
Right, because they still slipping and falling, and you probably won't feel no type of way. You see them, oh, okay, but you see them working on being consistent on doing what they want to need to do. And so as far as eating healthy, working out, and, you know, using the right products and stuff like that. So, okay, so I would say once you already have the thought that you already are going to go natural, I would say it's a journey. Like I tried to jump right into it and it didn't work. So you're just gonna have to go step by step. Like when I started, or when we started, when I just stopped trying to eat meat altogether, it didn't work out. I started eating meat again because we didn't know where the vegan places was in restaurants and stuff like that. And so we started slow. We started in the house. We started changing our condiments. So instead of regular pepper, we use pepper seeds, grind it out. Instead of regular salt, that's the salt that gives you high blood pressure and stuff, we use pink salt. You can use sea salt also. Instead of hot sauce, we use cayenne pepper. They have two kinds. They have a brown one, which is mild, and they have a red one, which is super hot. So, and also that cayenne pepper, it helps to open the blood vessels and stuff like that, have your blood circulating better and stuff like that. So hot sauce doesn't do that. Hot sauce do something else to you. Yeah, so these are health benefits that help. So, but I started like that, and I was still eating meat when I was doing it. I was just little baby steps. So then the next step was stop having canned foods that have salt in it to keep the preservatives to keep it. So we stopped canned foods in the house. Okay, we got to figure out what we else going to have in there. So we can either have fresh corn, or no, we didn't even eat corn no more. Fresh peas or frozen peas, whichever one, it doesn't matter, just as long as it's not hanging up in the cabinet. What's the other thing? The other thing, then we stopped using meat in the house. And this is before we even started recently going to go get plant-based meat. We wasn't even thinking about plant-based then. So we just cutting this stuff out. Then we started learning when we started hitting events, and you're gonna have to hit events. You start seeing these all healthy events and stuff, hit them up, because that's how you're gonna get the knowledge. That's how you're gonna get the info. There's people there that want to tell you this information. You're gonna have to go to these events. I'm telling you, if you don't go to the events, you're gonna be stuck in the house talking about I'm on Google and I'm trying to figure it out. No. When you look in and you Google on Facebook and something pops up that says this is a natural hair thing or this natural food, and go to it, because those people that are at the events, they would love to tell you the knowledge on what they know and stuff like that, and that'll fill you up with knowledge. So just be open-minded, start your process, enjoy your journey on being natural, of going natural. And
stop thinking that you can't do without something.
Oh,
like
yeah.
A lot of people, like my brother, for example, oh no, I got to have meat.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. You
That's
want to. Yo, there's a lot of things you can do. Not substitute, but you can change out. You can change out. Like my wife made macaroni and cheese without the cow milk. Without the cow milk, and it still tasted like macaroni and cheese. She made lasagna without the cheese, with the plant-based cheese, and it still tasted like lasagna. So the ingredients that you use. So instead of using, regular table salt that that's a killer, use pink salt. Just work it. Work it. And the more you learn, the more you do better. That's all. And don't get so pissed off at yourself, because I used to beat myself up when you slip and you eat at a Wendy's or something like that. Look, that was just one time in like how many months? Yo, stop it. Get back on that treadmill and start doing your thing. That's it.
And then find other ways to keep yourself mentally stable. Exercise, yoga, meditation.
And like-minded people helps too.
Right. So that actually helped a lot, especially during COVID, because a lot of people were kind of going a little stir crazy with sitting in the house and whatnot. But we ended up going to the gym 3 days a week. We was getting it in, and it helped us mentally, and it actually brought us closer. And I see a lot of people going to do, the yoga. That's something you can do, with a group of people or by yourself. So it's just, along with you making whatever changes you're going to make internally, as far as, your health, make sure that you're helping yourself mentally also, because all that's going to help you do everything that needs to flow with your body.